Hey guys, I'm Mo back and welcome to day 4 in the life of the Google Pixel 8. Today's story is about perspective. So when deciding on whether or not you should upgrade a phone, it all depends on what phone you're coming from. If you're comparing the Galaxy A03, which is a $100 phone that you can buy on Amazon at a renewed price, you compare that to the Google Pixel 8, which is $700. You're holding two different phones. The 8 does feel more premium. It's got glass, metal, all that good stuff. It feels heavier, sturdier. Just feels like a more expensive device. Versus when you're holding a $100 phone, it just feels like plastic. It's cheaper, it's slippery. So, but at the same time, I still like to use two different phones just to see what the difference is. Obviously, the $700 Pixel 8 is a better build quality and material. But the $100 Galaxy A03, it is actually not bad for the price and it does the job. I use it as my business phone just for managing eBay sales, and it still have some cool features that you wouldn't expect from a $100 phone. Got face unlock, it got the physical fingerprint sensor. It is on the slowest side, but it's not terrible. When you hold the Pixel 8 next to the 7a, the 7a feels chunkier, thicker, bigger bezels. So the Pixel 8 does feel slightly more premium. It is slimmer, thinner bezels, feels lighter. And overall, on a day-to-day basis, it doesn't feel that much different when you're using it. But just in terms of design and aesthetics, and when you're holding the Pixel 8, it does feel like a slightly more premium phone. And with the Pixel 8, I have been experiencing pretty decent battery as well on Android 14. When I was using the Google Pixel 7 and the 7a, initially I was getting anywhere from 8 to 11 hours of battery life under normal usage. But with the Pixel 8, I noticed that it has significantly better standby time. So under light usage, and if the phone is sitting by idle for most of the day, it can last up to 20 hours, which I wasn't able to do with other Pixels in the past. With previous Pixels, regardless if I use the phone a lot or very little, it still managed to drain in the same amount of time, 8 to 11 hours. With the Pixel 8, I did manage to squeeze a 120-hour day battery life out of it. Half the time I was sleeping, the other half I was awake. But regardless, it is still a minor improvement compared to previous generations. And before I jump into day 4 in the life of the Google Pixel 8, I want to give a quick shout out to my partner, Mint Mobile. Currently, they are offering $15 a month for unlimited data. That is only good for a few more days until the end of October, so make sure to check them out in the description below. So day 4, I began my day at 5 a.m., took some selfies in the morning with my son. Then I went for a stroll, played Pokemon trading card throughout the day as well whenever I have time. For lunch, I got some Popeyes, fried chicken before finding out that I have high cholesterol in my blood tests. So probably gonna die early, but we'll try to do some exercise or something later when I have a chance. By 3:13 p.m. in the afternoon, my phone is at the 26% mark after roughly 10 hours of somewhat active use. And throughout the day, whenever I have time, I do short video clips of my baby. Then I went for another walk. By 4:52 p.m., phone is at 10%, and around 5:30, which is a 12 to 13 hour mark, the phone essentially is drained to the last couple of percentages. And throughout the day, I had YouTube playing in the background, 5G is taking up a good amount of data as well. So overall, just another normal day in terms of total battery life. But I still gotta be awake for at least another 5 hours, so I need to quickly charge it up to make it through the rest of the day. So it's not a full day battery life phone. It depends on when you start your day. If you start off at 5 a.m., it's likely gonna die around 5 or 6 p.m. If you start your day at 9 a.m., by the time you go to bed, 10 p.m. if you sleep that early, just charge your phone overnight, which is not terrible. And after using this phone for a few days, I don't really feel compelled to use any of the new AI tools that they have. All those photo editing stuff that they were advertising during the Pixel 8 launch. I feel like half the time I don't know what to use it on. The other half the time when I find something that I do want to use it on, it doesn't work. So I try to show off the face swap features with my wife. I selected 3 different pictures. It gave me the face swap option, but when I click on it, it says feature is not available for this particular picture. And that is the quickest way to lose credibility and quickest way to get people to stop using the tool if you can't use it for certain pictures. It's already hard enough to even decide when you finally found a good picture to use it on, it doesn't work. It's kind of discouraging. And when I try to use the new audio editing tool, I typically record videos like these every morning and it lasts from anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. But in the audio editing tool, think it only lets you do it for a 2-minute clip. And then when I try to doing it and hitting OK, nothing happens. So little things like that is weird. They got all these AI tools coming out, but half of them are half-baked. And when you use all these photo editing tools, they leave blotches and blurry marks in the background. You still need to go fix it up and edit it more. So it's not really a one-stop shop. It's a starting point, and if you want to do more work on editing and spend more time doing that. So it is cool at a high level, but it's not something that is particularly useful. And it is not very user-friendly either. And with Pixel phone, they do have this ability to flash your screen or even your flashlight lens. You can do this on the 7a as well, not just specific to the Pixel 8, but it is a fun and quick, easy way to annoy your significant other. I initially had the flashlight on in the back just for fun. Whenever any notification come in, the flashlight would blink, and people can get annoyed pretty quickly if they are on the opposite end. So I turned that off. I did keep the screen flashing on. It is somewhat useful. It will blink yellow, or you can change whatever color you want whenever notification come in. That way, even if your phone is on silent, you can still see the notification, which is somewhat useful. But that's pretty much it. This wraps up day 4 in the life of the Google Pixel 8. Let me know if you have any thoughts, questions, concerns, anything else you want me to cover. Please check out day 3 if you haven't already. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.